Once upon a time, someone, somewhere, had a great mystical experience. They contacted some basic, fundamental energy of the universe. They wanted to tell people about it. But how do you explain something to someone that they can't imagine? They've never experienced, that they're incapable of conceiving. You tell them a story, like a little kid. And so this person, these people, here and there throughout human history, have made up stories to try and teach us what they knew about what we didn't know. And this is the basis of mythology and religion. The problem is that if enough people believe something, it becomes real. Since what you believe creates what is real for you, a whole bunch of people believing the same thing makes that thing real for them. And if enough people believe the same thing, that just makes it real. So over the course of thousands of years, tens of thousands or even millions of people live and die and believe certain things to be real. They invest their life energy into those things, like putting money in the bank. Except in this case, it's emotional energy being added to some great invisible cosmic pattern, which we today call a belief system, or an ideology, or a mythology, or an ancient Roman god, or Greek god, or Egyptian god, or whatever. The really cool part is that after these people die, they go to the heaven that they believe in. Sure, it's not really heaven. There is no really heaven. No one gets to return to the source. We just circle around and around and around in the lower, middle, or if you're very special, upper, so-called astral planes, continuing to recycle or reincarnate as your same dumb self, living the same dumb life with the same dumb asses surrounding you. Because you're still believing this nonsense that someone made up thousands of years ago to try and explain what was unexplainable to the uninitiated. Now, the good part of all this is that if you have the will, if you have the focus, if you have the awareness of yourself and what you are and what the universe, so-called, is, you can tap into these ancient reservoirs of energy through contacting these so-called gods or other spirit creatures by whatever name. You can use your will to direct that potential energy to accomplish a task. Now, the more your conscious will or desire is in line with your purpose as an endlessly incarnating spirit, the better it's going to work. Similarly, the more your purpose, and hopefully your will, is aligned with the natural tendency of this energy, with the ideology of belief of the structure that you're using, or if you rise above a particular ideology or religious structure and contact the raw energy itself, if your desire is in line with your true purpose, which is in line, or at least sympathetic, or complementary to the nature of the fundamental energy force that you're using. Divisions of energy. We've heard of heat, we've heard of light, we've heard of electromagnetism, we've heard of gravity. All these things are known by other names, and we might call them archangels or demons or devils or plain old angels, whatever. It doesn't really matter what you call it. What matters is you can make it work for you. Because energy wants to work. It exists for a purpose. And divisions of energy exist for more specific purposes. And that is the basic truth of the construction of our universe by the de-evolution of the source into the gross material world through a series of alternating polarities, often conceived of as a tree or a ladder or the DNA of the universe, or a pantheon of gods and goddesses, which are the sons, daughters, children's, inbred stepmothers, whatever, of each other.